Katika hali hiyo, serikali ina wajibu. Tunaapa kuilinda nchi hii na mipaka yake, kulinda usalama wa raia na mali zao. Na katika hali hiyo, nguvu inayotumika inaendana na tukio lililopo. Sasa tunapoambiwa kwamba tulitumia nguvu kubwa sana kwenye tukio lile, nguvu ndogo ilikuwa ni ipi?
Hello viewer, things are turning really hot for CCM government. The push by Tanzanians for justice to citizens that were killed on October 29th general elections has made a significant milestone after human rights groups established a new portal for the victims and suspects of violence. The rights groups have gone ahead and compiled a list of up to 650 people who died in the post-election violence, or whose whereabouts remain unknown. It is understood that the number of people who lost their lives is likely to be bigger. That is why the website creator has established a handle for relatives who lost or are still missing their beloved ones, to log in their particulars and details. As at the time of this podcast, the new website, whose address is www.tanzaniamassacre.org, had names of 653 people and accurate details of where they were at the time of deaths. They are identified by their full names, age and place of origin. In an apparent bid to counter endless denials by CCM government on the issue of police atrocities, the site contains hundreds of raw images of people either lifeless or with life-threatening injuries afflicted by police or military during the post-election violence. The images are captured from different places in the country, including Dar es Salaam, Mwanza, Mbeya, Arusha, Teraim, among others. The launch of the site is bound to attract new local and international backlash to the government of President Suluhu Hassan, as it has hesitated to release full information about the October 29th atrocities. Government officials in Suluhu Hassan administration have been running a similar script of denials and backpassing, often leaving journalists coerced during media briefings where the officials choose what to say but not say what the reality is. In the new portal, the hundreds of raw images give any observer from Tanzania or outside the country an idea of the gravity of violence experienced by the protesters on October 29 to November 4 this year. However, the images are graphic and viewer discretion should be advised. Other content includes Gado cartoon illustrations that have appeared in the Tanzanian and Kenyan newspapers. It also has images and biodata of President Suluhu Hassan and other senior people, government, state house officials, and police bosses, whom human rights activists have implicated in crimes against humanity in the recently compiled court papers for the ICC case. Please note that the case at the ICC has yet to be heard. It is still in the preliminary stages by the pretrial chamber for determination of whether to summon the Tanzanian president and others for indictment. The detailed documentation of the massacre marks a significant escalation of the Tanzania crisis by the human rights fraternity. For one, the documentation creates a permanent, public record of the state's alleged brutality. This is a major blow to the CCM government, considering it had made spirited efforts to hide evidence of massacres by banning people from sharing images and even shutting down the internet and social media on October 29 and the subsequent days. The authors of the site have decided not to publish their names or details, for apparent fear of reprisals. For more than 1 month, many families of people who lost their lives to police bullets continue searching for their bodies to bury. In mid-November, viral clips showed a family burying clothes of their relative after futile search for his body. Therefore, the portal apparently has the objective of countering the state's strategy of obscuring the scale of the tragedy. It is also going to transform the individual deaths from a statistic into a human story demanding justice. Another purpose that the portal would serve is to provide crucial documentary evidence for potential international judicial bodies, such as the ICC, and the other purpose is to offer the grieving relatives a platform for collective mourning, since the government has literally suppressed the mourning within the nation and denied families chances to bring a closure to the grief. A claim that people were buried secretly in a mass grave has particularly subjected many families to great torment. In our recent podcast, Dokeza TV tried to demonstrate why it is impossible to silence digital activists, arguing that the day the government steps down and starts listening, that will be the time that the current standoff will pacify. So what does the new portal signify? It is a way through which the digital activists are bypassing state-controlled media to speak directly to the world. Their work ensures the October 29 incident cannot be memory holed by the authorities. By archiving evidence and rallying global legal opinion, they are constructing a new form of resistance. This persistent, tech-savvy campaign systematically erodes the information monopoly of the CCM regime. It empowers a younger, connected generation to organize beyond state reach. Many analysts now suggest these digital efforts, more than traditional opposition, could ultimately break the CCM's decades-long grip on power. The website is more than a memorial, it is a catalyst for an unprecedented political reckoning in Tanzania. With that, thank you for watching Dokeza TV podcast, and see you in our next podcast.